For most in this economy, it's been reduced to a 2-bedroom apartment with the vehicle well past its prime. Rest assured, General Insurance Services is ready to protect both versions of that dream. With many carriers to choose from, insurance for your home, car, or apartment is just a phone call away. Let our local independent insurance agents show you how. General Insurance Services in Michigan City, 800-766-4478.
Griffin on the right wing for three. Oh, it's good! That must be a hot spot for Blake Griffin. It's the exact same place he hit the game winner 7 days ago. Griffin with 18, Clippers by 23. Seventh triple of the season for Blake Griffin.
KFWB in Los Angeles with that one as Blake Griffin hits a rare three-point shot to help the Los Angeles Clippers pick up yet another win. And we'll talk about their game against the Pistons in just a little bit. We're back on the Afternoon Locker Room, presented by Gigahertz, and that's where we come in. 573-200-6505. That's the number to get at yours truly during this special noontime edition of the show. Later this evening, Marist Red Hawk High School basketball here on ASN Plus as we continue action from the Marist High School Red Hawk Invite. Please do indeed pay attention to asnplus.com. You can also catch us on TuneIn as well as our Facebook page, ASN Plus, and the Arena Sports Network. Let's check out the association real quick. As we mentioned, the Clippers, with that interesting three-point shot by Blake Griffin, knock off the Pistons quite easily, 113-91. Griffin pouring in 18 points to help lead the Clippers, and are now 17-7, 9-3 at the Staples Center. Meanwhile, the Trailblazers take care of the Tim Duncan-less Spurs. Damon Lillard had a great night.
Lillard dribbling left to the hole and lays it up. No, rebound fought for, and Lillard digs it out. There's a new career high. Leads back with a three and hit it. Lillard with 21. He has a new career high of 10 rebounds.
Lillard wound up with 23 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in that 108-95 victory over the San Antonio Spurs. Thank you, 1190 KEX in Portland, with that call. Also, other ones of note, LaMarcus Aldridge, they got that man again, 23 points, 14 rebounds in the effort. Wesley Matthews with 14 in a yeoman's row, 11 off the bench for Chris Kaman, who has come on strong as of late. For San Antonio, all 5 starters did rack up double figures. Kawhi Leonard, 21 points among them. Aaron Baines in Tim Duncan's spot had 15 with 9 rebounds, 10 from Boris Diaw, 12 each from Corey Joseph and Danny Green, but the only other help was Kyle Anderson off the bench with 15. Continuing on in the association, the Raptors take care of the Magic 95-82. The Raptors continue to be the beast of the Atlantic Division at 19-6, a nice 12-3 at the Air Canada Center. Bucks on a 3-point shot, knock off the Suns 96-94. Chris Middleton, the man with the 3-point shot. The Bucks, Brandon Knight with 20 to lead them, offsetting a 25-point night by Markieff Morris. However, this may have come with a price. It is reported that Jabari Parker, the sensational rookie forward of the Bucks, the number 2 pick overall, had to be helped off the floor with a sprained knee. He is day to day. Elsewhere in the association, Celtics crush the Sixers 105-87. Sixers still winless in the city of brotherly love. Bulls take one on the chin on the road against the Hawks of all people, 93-86. The Hawks are now 17-7, 12-2 at the Phillips Center. Wow. Al Horford, how do you do with a 20-10 performance, 21 points, 10 rebounds, offsetting 22 from Jimmy Butler. Interesting. Pacers knock off the Lakers to pick up their 8th win of the year to final 110-91. That spoiled a 21-point night by Kobe Bryant, who continues his climb up the NBA all-time scoring charts. Cleveland all over the Hornets of Charlotte, 97-88. They started out with the game's first 21 points and did not look back. LeBron James with 27 points and 13 assists in the effort. Nice pickup of 18 rebounds by Kevin Love. Kemba Walker with 24 to lead the now 6-18 Hornets, who are still looking for their second road win of the year. Here's what it looks like in the association tonight. The Timberwolves are at the Wizards in the C. Nets will host the Heat over at Barclays Center. Grizzlies have the Warriors to deal with, the still red-hot Golden State Warriors, who are the league's first 20-win team at 21-2. Jazz are at the Pelicans. Knicks hosting the Mavericks. Thunder continuing their climb up the charts. They've got the Kings, who are now without Coach Mike Malone to deal with. Moving over to college basketball real quick. One of the games from yesterday was a holiday hoop special with Elon and second-ranked Duke.
Okafor, look at that move. 25 for the freshman.
Yep. That was one of only two games from last night as Duke crushes Elon 75-62. Jaleel Okafor with 25 and 20 boards. For his first career 2020 at the college level. Yikes! Gonzaga, number 8 in the country, 10-1 now with a 94-54 beatdown of Texas Southern. Other games of note from yesterday. Georgia Tech takes care of Appalachian State 70-57. Georgia Southern tops South Florida 68-63. UT Martin, that's Tennessee Martin over UIC on the road, 81-78. Memphis, no problem with North Carolina Central, 81-47. Taking a look at some scores from across the world of soccer. The Champions League draw is coming up soon. There's also the Capital One Cup that's getting ready to be happening up in the FA Premier League, and these are the teams in the middle of the pack that these teams were able to make themselves up to about the 10th or 11th, 12th, 13th place. Derby County is kicking on Chelsea this afternoon at 1:45. Then Sheffield and Southampton will go at it at the same time. German Bundesliga action for those that are into that stuff. Bayern Munich will take on SC Freiburg. Cologne is at Mainz. Hamburg hosting Stuttgart. And Hanover at 96 takes on FC Augsburg. In the FA Cup, Chester City is going to have Barnsley this afternoon. Rochdale against Aldershot Town. Luton Town against Bury. Tremor Rovers against Oxford United. Mansfield Town against Cambridge United. Yeovil Town against Accrington Stanley. That's a quick look at the soccer side of the deal. Let's swing over into the NHL because this is where I'm starting to see some very interesting stories. There's a firing. The Edmonton Oilers have now booted Dallas Eakins. The Oilers have lost 15 of their last 16 games and are on their way to missing their playoffs for the 9th consecutive season. Now, at one time, you could count on the Edmonton Oilers for being in the Stanley Cup playoffs, especially for those of you who remember the great one, Wayne Gretzky and his boys, Mark Messier, a great goaltender, Grant Fuhr. And you, it's like every time you saw the puck drop for the NHL season, you had to look down the road and say, okay, Edmonton should be right here. They should be right here. They haven't seen the playoffs in 9 years. Man. Come on, Edmonton. I know you can do better than that. Hey, they're just not getting the players like they used to. You know, hockey's a real funny animal. You know, hockey is sort of like the ice version of baseball. You've got all these minor and junior league layers to deal with, especially hockey, because more often than not, if the kid's not playing in a minor league affiliate, they're playing in a junior league affiliate. There's a whole gang of those in Canada. So the opportunity for youngsters to come up through the ranks is just a little bit tougher in the hockey world, because you have so much talent to go around, and you've got so much talent you can trade here, there, and everywhere. So hopefully here with the firing of their coach, they can get somebody that knows how to mine that system. Domestic violence taking hold in the NHL. Suspended LA Kings defenseman Slava Voinov is going to stand trial on a felony charge of domestic violence after a judge deemed there to be sufficient evidence for the trial to move forward. This was as of Monday. What is at stake here is that the 24-year-old Voinov is charged with a felony count of corporal injury to a spouse with great bodily injury. Voinov had punched, kicked, and choked his wife, Marta Varlamova, at the couple's home back in October. There's also evidence to suggest prior domestic violence. Now, of course, Voinov has maintained his innocence throughout the whole ordeal. However, testimony heard Monday, the incident that happened sounded much different. The officer who gave testimony told the court about a bloody scene he discovered at the couple's home, and that Varlamova said she was scared. Yeah, that, you know, folks, considering what has gone on in these last few months, especially with in the beginning of the football season and up to now, I do hope these young athletes out here are taking notice that the leagues are starting to crack down. They're starting to crack down hard. Because, for one, they don't want to lose their female fan base, especially the NFL. Now, they're starting to see some cracks come out about how some of these cases have been handled. But the underlying thing that you need to understand about this, the leagues are cracking down. They are not taking this craziness anymore. And it may wind up being to the point where even a first-time offense, if it's egregious enough, might warrant a major suspension. If that's what it takes to get the message across that stuff like this will not be tolerated among the players, then so be it. You know, say what you want about Roger Goodell, but he did say something that I think was very, very important, not just in football, but across all of professional sports. Being a professional athlete in a league like the NFL is not a right. It is a privilege. You have been given the privilege to be a part of whatever league you desire to put yourself in. Do understand that whatever craziness you brought with you to the party will not be tolerated. They're just not going to hear that. You know, that's not being facetious. That's not being overtly grumpy. That's just how they are. They're not trying to hear that. So you better be on your P's and Q's, son. Seriously. More after this. This is the Afternoon Live.